It looks like this saga is finally coming to an end. Eddie Nketiah is going to go to Crystal Palace. At least that's how it's looking. David Ornstein, in his actual words, has said via a tweet, and of course there is a link with further details in his article in The Athletic. He has said that Arsenal expected to accept offer from Crystal Palace to sign Eddie Nketiah. Bid worth 25 million plus 5 million in add-ons, similar to deal Nottingham Forest had in place. Crystal Palace and Arsenal in direct talks, and no issue anticipated on personal terms for the 25-year-old striker. Literally, as I've said this, there's stuff coming through. I'm getting news updates on my phone as I'm recording this right now. Fabrizio Romano, after official bid from Crystal Palace to Arsenal revealed earlier, agreement done between Palace and Eddie's camp on personal terms. Worth saying, Romano's been on it with Arsenal all summer. I do want to caveat by saying that. He did say that personal terms were done between Eddie and Forest, but I believe it. I think it's just important we get all the context and everything we know around this in there. It says contract in place, salary agreed, and final details being sorted to prepare all docs. Club to club agreement getting closer. I'm just having a look at some other tweets, see what people are saying. Nothing else in terms of official reports. So we'll come back to all that. Eddie Nketiah, £30 million to Crystal Palace. It's not the kind of signing that it's not the kind of transfer deal that makes me go, hey, we're winning the league, because all we've done is lost a player. But I think it could be a really crucial step in this window for Arsenal. Yes, it's the 26th of August. Yes, there's still quite a while to go. But I think this could be a really significant step. Because if 25 million is to fly in, or 30 minutes to fly in this summer, and we know that it will get staggered payments and all that, but that's the fee Arsenal are getting for this player. Homegrown player, right? Academy player. Pure profit on Eddie Nketiah, who has played his part in the squad in the last few years, but ultimately Arsenal are feeling with a lot of players, including Lokonga, including Tavares, including Smith Rowe, including Fabio Vieira, including Aaron Ramsdale, that they're just ready to move on and get a little bit more ruthless with what the trimmings of the squad looks like, what the extras, the players that are coming in to do a job, what level, what quality do they have to be at? They have to be at a level that Mikel Arteta is going to genuinely trust. And we saw in the run into last season which players he genuinely did trust. And Eddie didn't fall into that. Fine. So we're going to get £30 million for a player that I was one of them. Many said we should have just taken the 20 million from Marseille. We should have just taken the 23 million from Marseille. We should have taken less from Forest. They'd agree that I don't know. Whatever people were saying, Arteta and Edu, whoever is the chief decision maker, and there'll be others involved. I don't know, Richard Garlick, Tim Lewis, whoever it might be, everyone involved from a transfer perspective, I think will be feeling really happy themselves with the fee that they're getting for Eddie Nketiah. Now, my happiness and my excitement for this deal is only fueled by the need and want for a forward, and I think this gives us a better position in the market. It gives us a better, what's the word? Like we're a little bit more equipped now. I would have thought we'd have had the funds to do whatever deal we wanted to do in the forward line anyway, but it feels like Arsenal really wanted to do the outgoings first. Smith Rowe went before Marino got done. But not really else, nothing was done before Calafiori, to be fair. So I think that it's now full steam ahead to try to get a forward. And if Ramsdale and Reece Nelson leave, then they leave. I think there's a chance they probably do as well. But I think with Eddie Nketiah, it's felt for the last week or two that was definitely going to happen in some way. But with all these falling deals, Marseille, what was it? Loan with an obligation, I think, for 23 million. We rejected that. Bournemouth come in, they choose Evan Nilsson. Forest come in, they actually agreed £30 million, but decide they want not Evan Nilsson. Bournemouth wanted Evan Nilsson. Forest decided to go another route. No, they didn't. They had the 30. Sorry, there's so much going on. I hope you could forgive me. They had the £30 million agreed with Arsenal, but they couldn't agree the personal terms with Eddie Nketiah. Did he know that the Palace interest was there? Because this has all happened in 24 hours. Like this, 24 hours ago, I was expecting him to go to Forest. This has all changed very dramatically, very quickly. So you wonder how much of it are we just finding out now that was actually bubbling on in the background? Because even when the Forest deal collapsed, you had Ornstein, Romano, others all saying the expectations that he goes and that there are still clubs interested. So I don't know, maybe Palace kind of, approached Eddie before he went to, before he signed anything with Forest and said, look, we'll offer you these terms. And Eddie went, yeah, I'd rather take that than take that. So, by the way, I think it's a better move for him. I think Palace, working under Oliver Glasner and being at Palace is a better, safer move for his career than Nottingham Forest. I do think that. Either way, I think both will be happy with the player they're getting. Interesting if he's going to kick out a Nketiah, who was in great form last season, or an Edouard. But listen, that's kind of not our problem anymore. We're going to get the fee, and he can go on and have as good a career as he can. And at Palace, he'll be playing Premier League football. So it'll be really interesting to see how he does in a Palace shirt. Now, like I said, it's now all eyes on Arsenal. It's now all focus on Arsenal Football Club and Edu. What are you going to do with 4.5 days to go? What's out there? Well, today, rumours about Chiesa have emerged. Interesting. Rumours about Raheem Sterling have emerged. Interesting. Nico Williams, apparently we haven't quite given up there. And a lot of reports are saying they wouldn't be surprised if we did something a little bit crazy and tried to get that release clause done. Rafinha still hasn't really been talked about. Bakayoko is a player at PSV that we could potentially look at who looks a more direct replacement for Bukayo Saka. I've talked over these options over and over again. We've even been linked with Evan Ferguson today. So do we go for a more out-and-out 9 and get Jesus to play minutes out wide? Maybe Nwaneri does too. I don't mind how Arsenal approach this, whether it be with a striker or with a winger, but they have to approach it, they have to address it. And I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but we just need to establish this one more time. Eddie Nketiah is going to Crystal Palace for £30 million. Fabio Vieira is going on loan to Porto. Smith Rowe's going to Fulham he's gone to Fulham for £34 million. Not going. He's scored his first goal for them already in the Premier League. Who else? Those are the main players. There's someone else, I'm sure of it. I can't remember. There was a fourth player I was thinking. Eddie, Vieira, Smith Rowe. I can't remember. Sorry, there's so much going on. But my point is, right, there's so much happening in terms of outgoings that I'd be amazed if Arteta, having said in the press conference the other day that we're a bit short, having said that, to be competitive on all fronts, you've got to have that 23-man squad. I'd be amazed if he's not demanding incomings, and Edu and everyone will be working on it. So everyone who was saying to me and others, we don't need, look at the goals we score, we don't need forwards, relax, blah, blah. Listen, it's something Arsenal Arteta clearly want to address as well. So hopefully they do. It's a big few days ahead. We've got, we're approaching the end of Monday now. Of course, things can rumble on through the night. So actually, it's a long time in today still to go. But then we're looking at, I think Tuesday, Wednesday will be, thick with rumours and speculation. And then Thursday, Friday, I think we'll get some concrete names. I think if Arsenal have a big name target they want to do, Anthony Gordon's been linked, Adingra has been linked, Rafinha and Rafinha and Nico Williams feel like those kind of big deals. If Arsenal want to do those big deals, I think they're going to leave it to the very end of the week to keep trying to do it. And if they don't, if they can't do one of them, then you look at the Sterlings, Mudryks. No, I'm joking. Bakayoko, is that a more simple deal to do? Probably not, but I just wonder. I don't know. It's so sorry. Apologies. I'm just trying to, live react and give my thoughts on everything. But let me know in the comment section below. Give me some clarity. A, how do you feel about this deal? I think all parties will be happy with it. B, what do Arsenal do now, and what do you expect in the coming days of the window? We'll be keeping you updated with everything that's going on here on AFTV. And of course, we'll be doing some live content on deadline day. So make sure you go check that all out as well. Big thank you. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this breaking news transfer update around Eddie Nketiah. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Just a reminder from David Ornstein. Oh, I just blew the outro. I was doing so well. Here we go. Arsenal expected to accept offer from Crystal Palace to sign Eddie Nketiah, bid worth 25 million plus 5 million in add-ons. There we go. Eddie Nketiah is heading to Crystal Palace.
We've got a very special guest in the house. Josh Richardson, NBA player who plays for the Miami Heat. Who would you be in the Arsenal team?
Ben White.
So you got that little nasty streak to you.
I'm probably a better scorer than Ben White. I like to shoot a lot of threes. Yeah. Theo Walcott. This guy is a burner. And I'm like, yo. I turned, I was like, bro, Theo Walcott is sitting right behind us. And they're like, who is that? And I'm like, nah, you don't get it.
Worst record in the NBA last season.
Maybe like Portland Trailblazers.
Portland, so that's Tottenham, right?
That was a setup.